Philadelphia has had some policy to protect immigrants since at least 2001. Then Mayor John Street wanted to keep immigrant information confidential.
The city itself was very quiet about it.
University of Pennsylvania professor Dominic Vitiello wrote a book on sanctuary cities. In 2014, Mayor Michael Nutter signed an executive order that prohibited the city from handing over detained immigrants to ICE unless the person was convicted of a violent felony and the feds have a judicial warrant. Mayor Jim Kenney reinstated it when he came into office in 2016. And Kenney was unapologetic about calling Philly a sanctuary city.
A sanctuary city, yeah!
Yet none of the three policies have the term sanctuary city.
Cities and states don't really have the rights to very actively protect people, particularly to stand in the way of federal immigration enforcement.
Since taking office in 2024, Mayor Cherelle Parker has stayed away from calling Philly a sanctuary city. When asked last year, Mayor Parker said,
"We are officially and firmly a welcoming city."
An increasing number of politicians at the local and state levels across the United States have adopted the language of welcoming city.
Welcoming City is actually a designation the nonprofit Welcoming America gave Philadelphia in 2023 for its inclusion of the immigrant community through language access and a variety of immigrant-friendly initiatives. The city pays $3,000 a year for the title. We wanted to speak with the mayor about Philly being a sanctuary city, a welcoming city, and ICE activities here and elsewhere. A spokesperson sent a statement from the city solicitor saying, in part, sanctuary city is a broad term with no official definition. The city of Philadelphia does not use the term sanctuary city, nor is there any ordinance, as you refer to, that officially designates the city as such. NBC 10 wanted to hear what the mayor had to say, so we went to an unrelated news conference where we posed our questions about immigration.
We're not going to leave here without answering every question.
What does the term sanctuary city mean to you, Mayor?
What I want to tell you about Philadelphia, and this is extremely important, that you, Claudia Vargas, have been provided an answer to the question that you just asked from our city solicitor. Philadelphia, that means the chief lawyer for the city of Philadelphia. Renee Garcia is our city solicitor. And what we are, the term we use to describe our city, is that we are a welcoming city here in Philadelphia.
She went on to read the solicitor statement previously sent to the NBC10 investigators, and then says this about sanctuary cities.
People have referenced it in relation to funding for the city of Philadelphia.
She then referenced the 2016 executive order signed by former Mayor Jim Kenney.
Our commitment to our immigrant community is as it was in 2016, and nothing about that has changed. And that is what you're going to hear from me as it relates to that question. Is there any other reporter who has another question? Yes, sir. Yes,
she wouldn't take my follow-up question, so I tried to get clarity at the end of the news conference.
Mayor, I have a question.
The mayor walked away without answering our other questions. One of those was what her strategy is when it comes to ICE enforcement in the city. Advocates, too, have been seeking clarity.
You need the mayor to say, I'm going to protect the citizens of Philadelphia, all the citizens, documented and undocumented. I want to provide public safety in a way, and I'm not going to use city resources to violate anybody's due process.
Former councilmember Maria Quiñones-Sanchez says she pushed Nutter, Kenney, and Parker to take on the sanctuary city policies, although she says the title doesn't matter as much.
I don't think there's any terms that we could use that would make everybody happy.
The Trump administration has labeled Philadelphia a sanctuary city. A Department of Justice spokesperson said in a statement, as welcoming as Philadelphia may or may not be, its sanctuary policies impede federal law enforcement by design and put its own citizens at risk.